this is a bit recent, 1993.
Oh, okay.
Well, the musical Sunset Boulevard by Andrew Lloyd Webber opened at the Adelphi Theatre in London. The show was incredibly popular and ran for 1,500 performances, but had to be stopped due to losing money from being an expensive production. This play, they did everything right, but it was so expensive they had to shut it down.
Wow, they aimed way too high.
Yes. They were like, guys, listen, we want, the experience you got watching Star Wars? Like how you thought everything was real. We want to do that, but on the actual theater stage.
Oh, boy.
One person who invested in that play was one person who really believed in it.
Who?
They were going to star in it. They were the understudy.
Yes.
And then how many performances were there? There were 1,529.
Yeah.
For performance,
come to think of it,
1,530. It was going to be Christopher, the unemployed actor, was going to make his debut in the lead after investing so much money into this play.
Yeah, he's doing stuff like before even his first show is just like, I know that I put on the same costume through all of these scenes, but I want the experience of changing with everyone else. So buy me 5 of the same wardrobe.
The night before it was supposed to end, he was in his dressing room being so... Like, they didn't tell him it was canceled until, like, the very last minute. Like, the show was supposed to begin at 9 o'clock. He found out at 8:55.
Yeah.
So he's in his dressing room, just like such a jerk to the other actors. Oh, is it too late to submit my application for a Tony Award? Because I know if anyone deserves it, it is I. And then the producer goes, Christopher, look, love your enthusiasm. Even more, love your financial contribution to this play. Oh, Andrew Lloyd Webber, I am so happy to be working with you. It is my great honor to play the lead in this successful production. Yeah, but I'm sorry to say that we did kind of blow our budget, and the Tonight Show has been canceled. But you will always be remembered as a financial contributor, and that is truly the greatest role of all. In fact, I had this new idea for something called Cats, and I think that you will be great. For the lead, I can be a pussycat, I can lick myself, I can cough up fur balls on command, and
very enthused.
And sometimes I can poop into a box of sand, although sometimes I forget to cover it up. But yet I will do it for the production. No, we just need to be a financial contributor. And maybe...
We're really only looking for investments at this time.
Yes. Maybe if you pay enough, we will save you the role of the dog. The dog in the play Cats? How interesting. I'm the villain? No, you're the dog at the very beginning that gets hit by the car and dies, and then all the cats rejoice and break out into song, and that's the beginning of the play. But my mother will never hear my beautiful voice coming out of me dressed as a pussycat. I don't know if I can bear it.
Yes.
Well, we'll find something for you eventually. But he would have been perfect casting for Sunset.
You would have, yes.
What is that play even about? Who would he have played? He was going to be the lead.
What could have possibly made it so expensive?
The plot revolves around Norma Desmond, a faded star of the silent screen era, living in the past in her decaying mansion on the fabled Los Angeles street. When young screenwriter Joe Gillis, that probably would have been Christopher's role, accidentally crosses her path, she sees him in an opportunity to make her return to the big screen with romance and tragedy to follow.
So it's also kind of about movies? Why would that possibly be so expensive? I mean, I guess they just might not have had much of a budget.
It was the subject of several legal battles.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it involved like movie. What if the premise is like, yeah, and I'm interested in getting into Hollywood. Can you show me Hollywood? And then the next hour and a half is just straight up the play, like, I don't know, just a play of just a movie that existed. It's just Jurassic Park or something.
Yes. And then, like, the night before the performance, they got hit with a copyright lawsuit from Universal.
It's like, you don't understand. It's crucial to the integrity of this play that after 5 minutes of introduction and setting up the characters, that we show the entirety of Jurassic Park and then close it out with 5 minutes of a final act.
Yes. And maybe, like, the people from Universal were like, they're like mobsters, like, hey, you don't end this show? You know the shark from Jaws? Hey, maybe we'll give him a little extra, an early supper, if that's what you want.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have my nephew tell you give you a 1-2.
He ain't been born yet, but I got a feeling that once my whore sister shacks up with a loser boyfriend, they're gonna create a kid so naughty that all gangsters will fear him.
That's right, and I'll probably die from alcoholism before he's born. But I know that he's gonna take over my mantle.
One day, he's gonna break my kneecaps, throw me into a cement mixer, and as I'm screaming, dying, I'm gonna think, you know what? I'm proud of my nephew. He's a good little gangster, a rotten little boy to be sure. He's a pretty good gangster.
Yeah. Well, wonder what that was about.
Yes.
Yeah. What a play! I have to say this play doesn't excite me as much as that Moose one. What was that one called? The Murder Mystery.
Moose Murders.
Moose Murders. Yeah. Nothing's gonna top that. Nothing's gonna top that.
Yes, but hopefully we can find some stuff that can be as good.
Yes,
maybe
hope
not
so.
as good, but they attempt to be on that level.
Yeah, I hope
Shoot
that
for
there
the
are enough.
stars.
I hope that there are enough, like, very odd, obscure plays for us to dig into. It's such an interesting topic.
Yes, someday, we gotta find like some random ones. Maybe some that go public domain.
Yeah.
In the year, and we'll do like Unwanted Answers Readers Theater.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because public domain, I mean, latest we can go is 1920s, but maybe there's something from like the 1890s where we can just like find something that will be quite unforgettable.
Yeah. I even thought for a segment, it practically seems like its own podcast, but just like weird public domain old short stories that are like, how did this ever get published? Because, you know, every era has like really bad drivel where it's just, how could this have gotten published? I hope it exists out there enough for it to be an interesting thing to cover.
Yes. Sadly, though, Sunset Boulevard being written in 1993, I do not think that the play will become public domain in our lifetimes.
That's too bad. That's too dang bad.